ADHD, consider unconventional careers. Don't feel bound by others or society's expectations. And I tell a story about a guy named Paul who shared this story with me some years ago. And I knew Paul. He was a CPA. His father was a CPA. His grandfather was a CPA, as I recall, or something like that. And his dad pushed him, and he was good with numbers. And his dad pushed him to become a CPA. And what he discovered, and Paul has ADHD, he's a hunter, he's not a farmer, right? And what he discovered was it was making him crazy. He just sitting there crunching numbers all day long, day after day, hour after hour, number after number, was so boring to him, he was going nuts. Now, he was making good money, but he was going nuts. And so, you know, he talks about reading Lyn Weiss's book about ADHD. The thing he didn't say in the article, but I actually had a conversation with him about this before he made this change. And he went to he worked for a big accounting firm. And he went to this account in New York City. And in fact, he was the bookkeeper for one of my best friends. He went to this accounting firm and said, I'm bored with all this number crunching stuff. Can you put me in sales? Now, you don't have to have a CPA to be in sales at a CPA firm, although it does help. I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? But you know, typically you make more money just as a CPA. But they were like, really? You want to go into sales? And he was like, yeah, you know, I'm just bored. I'd like the stimulation. I'd like the variety. I'd like to do something different. And so they said, okay, we'll try you out, you know, for a few months and see what happens. And they put him in sales. And he, you know, within a year, he was outselling everybody in the firm because he's a hunter. He, you know, he just loved it. Yeah, get out on the street and find those clients, you know, bring in the prey, as it were, right? And so the moral of the story, I guess, is don't pursue a career just because you think you should or your dad told you to or whatever. You know, find the things that match your particular neurochemistry. And for some of those, it is being a CPA. Good farmers, God bless them. We wouldn't, you know, the world wouldn't function without good farmers. Or it might be being a good salesperson. We need them too.